Huh. Start.
So, I mean, you see, so my dreams have no end, right? I keep dreaming. And if one of the dream, I can't fulfill one of the dream, I see that is not getting fulfilled, I create a new dream for myself. So I am a dream weaver. I can tell you, I weave dreams in my mind that every morning when I run, that's the time I dream about myself. It's all about me in the morning because in the morning I'm the most happy man because I'm running, I'm jogging, or I'm working out, and that part of time I keep dreaming. I weave so many dreams. Uh, when I start, and everything these days is focused on creating wealth and opportunities. The two things are very important. So when I started writing the poetry, it was not just for fun of writing, though I love writing, but my purpose was, to be honest, to publish a book, get a Booker's Award, right, and get at least $1 million copies sold, and at the rate of $2 per copy, I will be making 2 million. So my focus was to basically publish a book and make money out of that. So these days, I always link every goal to a wealth generation because if you want to excel, suppose if you want to excel uh, in life, you have to link your goals to wealth, to money, right? Because suppose you are an Instagrammer, and if you're not making money, if you don't have followers, it means that whatever you are posting is a crap, and you don't know how to market yourself. Or if you want to basically do a fitness, and then I want to turn into a modeling event so I can start making money. The money is important because somebody will choose me as a fitness model at my age only when they find me a marketable product. I always believe that I must present myself to the world as a marketable product. And that drives me to excel because people will listen to you, people will hire you, people will give you a contract only when you are a marketable product and you can create value, right? So I always believe that whatever I do, I must create value in that, my effort, and that value is perceived by others and it is basically accepted by others, not only emotionally, but also commercially. Because commercial angle is very important in my life, right from beginning. So I said, suppose I want to do a consulting, I must be able to make money. I don't want to waste my time. And right now my goal is to make at least a couple of $1 million. And I've talked about it so many times that if I'm not making a couple of $1 million in a year, I'm basically wasting my time because I feel that I've been utilizing just 10% of my talent. 90% of talent is still there, which I've not used. And I don't want to pass away without using my talent fully, at least to 80%. So one of the drive which my Asha, my wife has, at the time of marriage, I made a promise to my wife that I will become rich. And she always pushes me. She is the greatest, two women are the greatest inspirations in my life. One is my mother, from whom I inherited so many things. And I don't live my dream, I always say I live the dreams of my mother. And the second thing I live to fulfill the promise made to my wife when I was married at 24, that I will become rich and wealthy and successful. And I'm not there yet. And my wife doesn't agree that I'm successful yet, and I don't feel that I'm very successful because I have not achieved so many things in my life, and there's always a time crunch, whether you are in 20s or 30s or 40s. So your time is very limited. People understand, people think that I have got 5 years to do these things, and sometimes I get angry and want to say, do it, okay, I will do it. I will do it later, right? I believe in doing it yesterday. The way I want to do it, that I believe that if I have to do something, let me do it yesterday. So that's how the clients get very happy with me because I never get them or my bosses in earlier part of life. That I've never told them a problem. I have told them about a problem when I have already solved it. And so, okay, this was the problem, I solved it. So the same way I behave in my life, that if there's a problem, there is a solution. If there's no solution, there's not a problem. The way I look at any problem. So that's how there are so many dreams which I want to fulfill. But I want to make so much of money. I don't know I will be able to make, but I'm so pretty confident that if my wife puts her hand on any damn thing, she should be able to buy it. I mean, she puts her hand on a diamond, on a diamond necklace without a hitch, she should be able to buy it. The only car she liked, I mean, we have bought so many cars, right? So many Mercedes, BMWs, and all of that. But my wife never was fascinated by any of the cars. But once we were in a Mercedes dealer, I mean, I think we went for a service, or we were buying one of the cars for Neha. So she sat inside a Mercedes.
Maybach.
Maybach. So my wife sat in the rear seat of a Mercedes Maybach, which was having an executive seat just like first class in the airplane. And my wife told me, this is the car I liked. And that point of time, I'm very keen that I must buy one of the Maybachs. But in order to buy a Maybach, this Maybach will not fit in my garage. I have to buy a bigger home. So there are two things linked to it. So I have to make money. So I buy a bigger home with a bigger portico and a bigger, longer garage. And then I must buy a Maybach so my wife can sit in the rear seat. That is one of the things I want to fulfill. And the second thing, I want to make so much of money that my wife puts her hand on anything. All of you are always there, but I want my wife to put her hand on anything. So coming about my children, I can tell you that I prayed to God for my son and he was born. And I just prayed to God that, God, Ram, you come in form of my son and play in our house. So he was born. So he is that kind of a relationship there. And second time I prayed for a daughter. I never prayed for a second son. I prayed for a daughter to Ma Lakshmi and Saraswati. And then my daughter came. I was blessed. So I was blessed to have both of you. And there's no need to tell me how much I love you. But when Shwati came, I promised Mr. Bhatnagar that I will take her out as my daughter, and took her as my daughter. I have never created any difference in my mind between Shwati and Neha. There are two different relationships, but there's no doubt in my mind that if there is a issue, I will always stand by the truth. And if the truth is on your side, Shwati, I will stand by you. If the truth is on Hemang's side, I will stand by you. But for anything, you know that I will always there for you. The way, if Neha murders somebody, she comes to me, I will stand by her. If you murder somebody, I will stand by you. So there's absolutely, and I'm so proud of all of you. I will talk about Ayan, but I'm so proud about you, Shwati. I mean, I always tell that you have got, I see that fire, which I see in myself, to excel and to create wealth. And I'm so proud of Bantu and Neha. And I want Bantu and Neha to be very successful. I want Neha to become a vice president in the next 3 years. I want Bantu to become a senior vice president or maybe a multi-millionaire entrepreneur. I would love if all of you become entrepreneurs. But I don't see, because Neha has got rare talents and you can do anything in life, and Bantu, and you can do anything in life. So talking about Ayan, I mean, really, when I met Ayan, when I talked to him, we talked about so many things, not about marriage for 1 hour. It was about politics and posts. And when I met him and took him for a breakfast, then that level of comfort was there. So, and when you are married, that day you are my son, and absolutely, you can always find me as a best friend, all of you, 4 of you, find me as best friend, and I will always stand by you. I never judge people, as all of you have said. I don't judge people. I don't even judge myself, because I'm trying to explore people. I always try to explore people, right? Try to understand them. I've never made a judgment about anybody in my life, because I always try to explore, understand Bantu, Neha, Shwati, Ayan, and of course my wife is also, I'm still trying to understand her. Sometime I find something new which I've never thought about it, good things which she has kind of demonstrated. So I mean, yes, the life has been very beautiful so far. extremely beautiful. And you know, I two things drive my life. One is the tremendous amount of confidence in my own ability, myself. And second thing which drives me is my unflinching deep faith in God, because I always believe that there are so many things which I cannot solve. I don't have a solution. And I've left it to God, and He has found a solution through me. He has found a solution. He drove me basically. The God has driven me into a direction to find a solution. I always believe that whatever destiny I have, the God has driven me into that direction. And then I've been able to achieve that. Whatever my efforts are there, but the greatest thing in my life has been the blessings of God and the blessings of my parents. And the driving force is, of course, Asha. And she will always be there, the greatest driving force. And you know, both of us are very strong people. We are not soft-spoken people. So we express ourselves in a very, very strong, sometimes very volatile manner. We are not here to, we don't appease each other. And if she can't take a crap from me, I will never take a crap from her. So that is the way we kind of relate to each other. We relate to each other as very, very original stuff. We have not changed a bit in last so many years after marriage. So really, I'm blessed to have all of you in my life, and I've got so many dreams which I will keep sharing with you. And absolutely, it was a fantastic things what you have done. Me and Asha are very, very happy, and we'll find something like this in a couple of times in a year. And I can tell you, my journey has just started. At this milestone birthday, my journey has started, and I'm still kind of weaving new dreams. Some dreams are very, very wild, but there's so many dreams in my mind, and I wish to fulfill all of them. I want to reflect every year now, because I can't reflect on a decade because I'm getting older. So every year I'm reflecting what I have to do in this year, and what I have achieved at the end of year, and what action should I take to, because I just want to create opportunity, create wealth, create happiness for myself and everybody of you. Thank you so much.